Okay, in the water here we've got Joe. First thing we're going to look at is a flutter kick. I like how it's a small kick and it's tight, stays in line with the body here. I like that a lot. The next thing we're going to look at is body line, and you'll see on Joe here the hips have dropped quite a bit. So this is our body line moving through the water, and our goal is to be completely flat, so we have quite a bit of work to do here. The main thing to focus on here, Joe, is you want to leave the head back. You can see at this angle here, we've completely lost sight of your head. So it's way above the water. We need to have the head back in the water at all times. So I need to see your head above your shoulders in the water the entire time you're swimming backstroke. And what that will do is flatten you out. And just because you're flatter in backstroke, that means your speed will increase. 2, you'll see your hips are down pretty low here. You need to physically push your hips up to the surface. Again, it'll be easier with their head back, but it's also something you need to think about as you're swimming. You need to keep your core tight. You got to push your hips up. We've worked on this in practice. So we should be seeing that pretty soon to meet, but we've got to make sure that we're always doing that in practice. Moving on here, looking at the pole here, you'll see Joe's sinking his pinky in, but right away you see the hand curl. And then you'll see his fingertips, they open up here. So their hand hits, fingertips open up, and we curl back. So what's going on there is the water slipping through the fingers, which isn't the biggest deal in the world because we're trying to pull more water with your forearm than your hand anyway. And he is pulling water with his forearm here, which is good. But closing up that hand, closing up those fingers, is going to make you faster too. So I want you to make sure you keep the forearm and hand in line. You'll see right here how the forearm cups, or the hand cups, and the forearm and hand line is broken all the way until right here. Want to make sure that we keep those two in line. Joe does a really nice job pulling back with the forearm here. You'll see he moves a lot of water, and I like how he pushes it so he catches, and he pushes it straight back. There's no time wasted. There's no extra movements going up and down. It's just catch, press, catch, press, catch, press. That's really good. Make sure we keep that up, Joe. One thing we can do to get better here is you want to get the hand underneath your body line. So I'm going to call your body line about, oops, sorry, wrong tool. That's your body line right there. I need to see your hand underneath that as you pull back. It's going to give you a stronger catch because you're going to push deeper, denser water. And you're going to get rid of most of these bubbles here if we get the hand down deeper, which is a good thing because when you pull back these bubbles, it's an air-water mix, and that's even less dense than surface water. So we kind of want to get rid of those bubbles before we start pulling back here. So slice the water, go deep with the hand, and then pull back deeper. This will also be easier when your hips are up too, and head's back and hips are up. So not bad, Joe. I think the biggest thing we need to work on is definitely getting the head back and those hips up. So nice job, buddy.